Hi, I'm JJ, and I'm in Alexandria, Virginia. You can look at my window right here and see the lights overlooking Old Town Alexandria. Yeah, I'm JJ. I've got an outline that I'm going to follow here that my son made for me. I'm 64 years old and retired military guy that had just found out about a tumor that I've got in my sinus area. Anyway, how am I dealing with it? I have had mixed emotions about it. Number one is because I've always been in great shape, and I just felt like I really pushed my body and to be in the best shape I could. So I almost feel like I failed my body. But apparently, it was something that nothing I did caused this. It was DNA. It's genes. Why am I doing this video? Well, I think it's important to do the video for a couple of reasons. I have a very good friend in England, and he really helped me through this with his video. Will. Will also left an email address, and he's answered every one of my questions. I've had dozens of questions, but he has always taken the time, kind enough to share and answer the questions. However, he always caveated that we're all different. We all heal differently. We all have certain things as to how we respond. I feel like I have a very high tolerance to pain. I guess I'm going to find out how tolerable I am. So anyway, that video really made a difference. I think that probably had I awakened from the surgery, I think probably I would have been in shock. But having looked at Will's video, which I was in shock when I first saw it, because, like I said, I've always been healthy. But when I saw it, and then seeing it over and over again, and then finally all the questions, I felt like he prepared me. I felt like he really made me feel like I know what I'm in for. Again, but with potentially different responses. So, anyhow, my before thoughts, I'm having my surgery Monday, tomorrow. It's going to be very early in the morning. It's roughly about 8:15 in the evening here in Virginia, and tomorrow morning, in about 12 hours, I will have my surgery. How do I feel about it? At this point, with the preparation I've had with Will and the questions I've asked him, I really feel like I'm prepared. I'm ready. He told me things to take to the hospital, things to have prepared when I'm at home, to let my family know about certain things and to be aware of certain things. And so I feel like I'm very prepared. I'm the type of guy who wants to get things done, take action to get things corrected. I found out about the problem I had. I went in for a filling, to have a filling replaced. And they took an x-ray and they said, let's take a look. We need to take another x-ray, take a look at something that we see that's kind of unusual here. So they took an x-ray and then found out that they said, I think we need to send you over for a CAT scan. So I said, okay, fine. We went to the CAT scan, and with that, the chief surgeon said, we need to send you to ENT and let them do an observation, or at least examine the CAT scan. I was sent over to ENT, and after a very short time after observation, they had indicated that I had a ameloblastoma, which is a tumor, and a few days later I had a biopsy, and they said that it appears to be benign. I can't count on that, mainly because it's still in there, and once they remove it, then I suspect they're going to do a much thorough biopsy on the tumor. But additionally, keep in mind, I'm prepared for this. They're going to remove most of all my teeth on my upper jaw, as well as my jaw and half of my palate. No, I'm not happy about that, but I'm anxious to get it done so I can start the healing process, because to me the healing process is probably, it's the goal. It is actually the goal. The tumor is just a speed bump. On the speed bump, for just a moment to get it out so I could start the healing process. And ultimately, it does take a long period of time, according to Will, but also that's personally dependent upon a person as to how they are able to cope and how they're able to deal with it. So that's how it was found. How did I feel about when I found it was that I thought, I want it out. Let's get it out. And that to me is my typical response. That's me. That's how I do things. But I didn't know what it entailed. And then finally, my wife had got a video, and she was the one who said, here's what you're in for. And then that's when I thought, whoa, had no idea that I would have to have this obturator in my mouth, which is really no more than a denture. It's kind of an intrusive denture, but it's a denture, and you get used to it, according to Will. Will is a young man. I'm not a young man. He's a young man that had this done, and an incredibly awesome, fantastic attitude about it. And I'm once again, very grateful to him for answering the questions, because I moved on and I was ready. I was prepared. Let's get it out. Let's move on. Let's start the healing process. How am I feeling about this emotionally? It's a pain. I mean, it's like I've got things to do. I've got family, and I've got this, and I've got that. So, like I said, it's a speed bump, but, I've had other things happen where I had to take some time to recover, not much more than a lot of other people, with other surgeries or whatever it may happen, broken bones or whatever. But I'm good. I'm good to go. At least I am right now. I haven't walked in the front door of the hospital yet. They haven't sat me on a gurney yet and started sticking needles in me, which I'm not really afraid of needles anyway, but they haven't done all that yet. But maybe once they start doing it, I'm thinking, hey, these guys are serious. So, emotionally, I'm good to go. I'm ready. The surgery, understand, takes quite some time. I think it's personally dependent, because on the size of the tumor, what they have to do, what they have to remove. There is the doctor that I'm going to has said that she's going to attempt to save some of these front teeth. And if she can't, she's going to do what she has to do. So. The surgery is, let's get it done. I know it's going to take some recovery time. I know I'm going to be in the hospital for several days, 4 or 5 days, maybe even longer. I don't know. Just it's dependent on what they do and how I respond to it. So, any thoughts from me? Okay, the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to carry on Will's word, Will's encouragement. I'm doing this now because I'm going to be sending reports to you all over the course of a month. I understand they're going to cut right along here, go down my nose, right down here to my mouth, flap it open, yank the thing out. And when I found out about that, I look at Will's video and I say, I don't see any scarring, but that's what they did to him. And additionally, I see a handsome young man that is so energetic and lively and full of life, and I think I can be a handsome old man and all the other things that I just mentioned. So I'm doing this one, and then I will be doing some more over the course of a month. I understand this side of my face is going to be almost totally numb, and I'm going to have trouble moving lips, so I'm going to have difficulty talking. I'm going to have difficulty drinking. I had to get a sippy cup, is what Will recommended. I got a sippy cup. And so, straws, various other things, Kleenexes and Vaseline and lip balm and, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm ready. I'm ready for the game time. And anyway, I will be talking to you later.
I have one question for you before we close the video.
Sure.
What is the most encouraging thing you've heard as of yet that's been reassuring or comforting to you?
The one thing that is encouraging for me was, came from Will. Will said, you will get through this. It will take some time. It will take some patience. It will take some help from your family. But you will get through this and you will do well. And I kind of, in my heart, I tell myself that, but when I hear Will say it, I believe it. He's been there. Oh, okay. See y'all later.